What's up, team? Welcome back to the Red Storm Rapid Reaction Podcast. I'm Pat King with the one and only Stevie Lavin bobblehead, and we are here to celebrate a big St. John's victory on senior night against the Xavier Musketeers, 81-66, and we got the brooms out for a sweep. I think that's the first time we've swept them since Lavin's third year, one of D'Angelo's years. We swept them, I remember. I think it was Rashid's freshman season, and a big win. We were up for the majority of the game. 10-point lead early in the second half, dwindled a little bit, stretched it back up to 15 plus, and cruised to a nice win. A real slow, sluggish first half. Both teams couldn't hit anything in the first half, especially Xavier. I'm not sure if we can credit the defense to either team. I think there was plenty open looks on both ends, but guys just came out missing. I'm not going to complain about it in a win, and I sure as hell bring it up sometimes in losses. Basketball is a game of makes and misses, and tonight Xavier was missing pretty much everything they put up, and I will credit us for relentless full court defense throughout the game that wears a team down. Hopefully that has something to do with it. But sometimes it's just the way it happens. And tonight the favor was on our end, and we were able to get a nice double-digit win. There was certainly some things we can point to that helped us get that lead offensively in the second half. Especially, we had great ball movement, and it's really easy to have good ball movement and good spacing when guys are hitting shots. Coburn playing a lot of minutes tonight plays a big role in the spacing we do have. He was 3 for 3 from three the first time we played Xavier. Tonight he had 20 points. I think he was 4 for 5. Let's look at what Coburn did. He was 6 for 8 overall, 5 of 7 from 3 for 20 points. Had a nice dunk to finish off the game at the end. Really, really good performance from him. Even when he's not shooting, he just draws defenders away from the paint, allows for us to have some space. In the second half, Champ had a couple good opportunities in the mid-post that weren't available to him in the first half when he's playing alongside Mathis, or, if Posh is hunting offensive rebounds, a lot of times he'll hang out on that baseline, and his defenders just hanging in the paint too. But when it's only one of those two guys out there, it allows for us to spread the floor out more, especially when Wheeler's is such a threat, being 6'8", maybe 6'9", and can shoot over the top. So if you got Champ, Wheeler, and Coburn out there, all threats from deep. Posh, a guy who's able to get in the paint, create for others. Tonight he played a fabulous floor game. And then Soriano, big man in the middle, finishing off plays. Seems like he's getting more and more comfortable finishing off plays inside the paint and sealing off bodies on the inside. And that was our best 5 tonight, and that was the 5 he finished with. In the second half, once we got a 10-point lead with about 13, 14 minutes left in the half, Coach went to the bench. And of course, guys are questioning those substitutions, and I get it. In that moment, we're losing momentum, okay? And Mathis, Wusu, NY, they were all in there. Smith might have got some time during that stretch, and the 10-point lead dwindled down to 4, right? And we lost that battle. We lost that stretch. But you got to also consider the possibility that rest allows for our starters to come back in that much fresher than the Xavier players who had to exert that extra effort to make it to that 4 points, okay? You don't want to give up that 6 points, all right? You hope your bench can hold them off or even push that lead up there. But you still got to trust them to that point where you can buy some time, get your guys a rest. You're not going to play the whole 20 minutes. And then you get your starters back out there, and that 5 were able to finish off the rest of the game from about 8-9 minutes going on. 8-9 minutes left in the game. They played the rest of that time, and they were the fresher group out there. And they were able to hit shots and push that lead right back up to 10, 12 points, and then keep it at that 10 to 15 range for the rest of the game. So I think you got to be willing to give Coach some credit when it does work out. Okay, we're so ready to lambast him and be pissed off for the substitutions not working. We got to consider the opposite sometimes. And you could say, sure, you can sub Coach, but let's do a little bit more staggering. Let's not have 5 subs out there at one time, and I'll agree with that. I think you could do a better job of staggering those guys, but for the most part, I think we focus too much on the moment itself and it not working out right on that play, when we've seen so many clear examples of a bad play leading to 2 points or a great play leading to a missed shot. So it's not so cut and dry. Guys are going to have to be subbed throughout the game, and It's not just the next decision the next result that makes it a good decision or not. All right, it's a culmination of events throughout the game, and you want to have the lead at the end. You don't necessarily need to win the 2 minute stretch in the middle of the second half. All right, you want to, you'd hope to, but what's most important is having a lead at the end. I thought Coach Anderson made some good adjustments throughout the game. The end of the first half, Xavier called a timeout with the possession, and he went zone. It's nothing, that's rewriting any playbooks throughout college basketball history, but it's a smart move. A lot of coaches utilize. Switch up your zone, switch up your defense, give them a different look coming out of the timeout. It worked that possession. He also mixed in some more zone press as opposed to just a full court man, the run and jump. He did a little bit of 1-2-2. Looking to slow the pace down a little bit. He mixed that in. He also mixed in just zone and man throughout the second half. I will say the zone defense, it worked on a few possessions where Xavier just threw the ball away or didn't get the right shot, but guys were overloading one side and playing at the same space on the court, not knowing where they should have been. And it worked out on a few possessions where I thought we looked really out of place, but that's it. Easier said than done from the TV screen than it is from the Xavier player's perspective when a defense gets switched and you gotta realize in real time what's going on, and it worked for us tonight, so that's good. What else? We changed the starting lineup coming out of half. We put Wheeler into the starting lineup. Took Smith out, gave us a little more size. Wheeler quietly had another really good game, double-double. And Smith, I thought, played well. Made some nice hustle plays. Shots not there. It's not getting going. Hopefully, he'll find it before the season ends, and he'll contribute in a couple games down the stretch. Wheeler had 11 points, 11 rebounds. He was 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 5 overall from 3 for 5 from the 3-point stripe. As a team, we were 8 for 22 from 3, and we were 17 for 20 from the free throw stripe. So if you shoot well from the free throw stripe, you hit a good amount of threes, you play good defense, you give yourself a really good chance to win. Okay, and we out-rebounded Xavier 44-41. They probably took 11 more shots than us, so those numbers aren't they don't tell the whole story, but we held our own, especially in the second half down the stretch. Wheeler, Soriano, Champ, Posh. Posh's line tonight was another one of his fabulous overall lines. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers. Champ had 19 points and 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Soriano, 10 points, 5 rebounds. He was 5 for 7 from the field. So again, in a win, Soriano plays well, shoots well, contributes. Just a presence down there. Stanley and NY didn't really do too much in their limited minutes tonight. Stanley had that flagrant foul. I thought it was a pretty obvious call. I wasn't sure what he was thinking there, especially at the very last second, pulling him down there. Don't want to hurt a guy and don't want to give up the free point. But he's a physical, tough guy. He brings the energy. Wusu didn't play too many minutes. He had a couple nice passes, also a couple sloppy passes. Mathis had a nice dunk, but he missed a handful of layups inside. He was 1 for 4, so I'm exaggerating on a handful. But I think those 3 shots he missed were all around the rim, and shots he probably could have made. One of them was a real easy layup. He fumbled. But good defense, and didn't hurt us. Other than that, it does hurt having him out there with Posh for extended minutes because he just doesn't stretch the floor, and that's 2 help defenders that don't have to even pay the slightest bit of attention to their guy if they don't have the basketball. Mathis does do a good job of cutting to the basket and making sure he keeps his defender honest in that regard, but if he's on the perimeter, he's just another guy clogging up space. What else? I thought in the second half when we were looking to, first of all, everything looks really good when you're shooting well, all right, and you're passing well, and we were going through some stretches there when we really looked good offensively. We had 81 points tonight, and I think we had 33 at half, right? So quick math, 48 points in the second half is a pretty good job. By the way, we lost 1-0 in halftime tonight. Travis Steele is not a great in-game coach, but at halftime, he can get you a point. I tell you that much. That's got to be worth something. Well, it's worth 1 point. And how would you like to be the kid who hits a halftime shot from half court and your prize is $500 in groceries. You've seen people get tens of thousands of dollars, cars, all sorts of stuff, and you get $500 in groceries. Hey, I mean, you'll take it. You'll definitely take it. And Kunkel for Xavier, 0 for 10 tonight, 0 for 6 from 3. He pretty much took the brunt of all the, I don't know what you want to call it, the bad luck we've endured with white three-point shooters in Carnesec Arena over the last 20 years. The career nights we've given up to guys. Kunkel took the bad end of all that negative energy that we were due. All right, so Kunkel going to get a shot to drop. Xavier overall going to get a shot to drop. St. John's took advantage. We finished now on the road at Marquette. Okay, a team we only play once this year, so a chance to sweep them with one win. Okay, at their place. It's not going to be easy, but it'd be really nice. And I'm not looking at the standings. I'm not sure if we can get to 6th place at this point. With a win or without a win, I'm not sure if it matters. I think Xavier can't catch us, so I think it's looking like we'll be the 7th seed, which would be most likely DePaul, and then if we win, we play Villanova. But regardless, beating Marquette before we head to the Big East tournament would do wonders for momentum. DePaul, we owe after that, disastrous defensive performance we saw last game. But let's head to Marquette. Let's get a win. Let's finish this regular season on a strong note. Get to 9-10 in the conference, which is obviously less than what you'd hope for, less than what you expected, but not terrible in the grand scheme of things. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's continue this discussion about the St. John's season. Let's talk about what's good, what's bad, what you hate, what you love, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, what you want to see Coach Anderson implement, what you're sick of watching him do, what you hope he changes. Until next time, this has been Pat Kane from Marcus Hatton. Peace.